Hey guys, Hardy here. I'm going to be giving you 5 tips for improving quickly, whether you're gold or diamond. Some of them may still apply to you if you're diamond, probably not all of them. Before we get started though, make sure to drop a sub, make sure to like the video, it helps a lot. Let's get right into it. So tip 1 is just going to be picking a main character. There's a lot of people who will lose and then just switch off their character, or they'll just play random characters. If you stick to your character, you can learn both of the weapons, and you can learn to use your SIGs correctly. I used to do it as well. Like I would lose a game, I'd be like, all right, I don't want to play this character anymore. I'd swap off. But once I actually stuck with Taros, I started seeing like some success with him. And same thing with Jaden. I stuck with him when he came out. So make sure you're staying on your character and learning how to use both your weapons. So tip 2 is going to be not being afraid of losing. If you go into ranked and then quit queuing every time you lose or hit your peak elo, you'll never improve like you want. I know ranked can be kind of tilting and frustrating, but like it's better to care about the practice instead of your elo. Your elo will come with like when you improve. So if you're losing, they were obviously doing something right that you weren't, or you were doing something wrong, and you can try and figure it out. Maybe go to the replay and see what you're doing wrong and learn from it. But don't worry about your elo too much. Try and just think of ranked as practice, and you'll get better if you stop caring about elo as much. So tip 3 is something most people in diamond don't even use, which is stage control. Stage control is basically when you have them pushed back so you have more of the map behind you. Some of the reasons it's important to use it is because it can lead to earlier kills, you'll die less early, you'll win more neutral interactions, and I'll show you how you can win those neutral interactions and why it's so important right now. So if you have your opponent pushed to the edge and you have stage control, like you're in the middle of the map like this, they only have a few options to avoid your attacks, right? So you can abuse that to make sure you win more of the neutral interactions. Basically, they can run off stage, which will put you in an advantage because you can edge guard. I wouldn't suggest chasing very often because if you stay up top, you have the advantage as long as you learn to edge guard correctly. They can spot dodge, and then you can punish the spot dodge if you react correctly. So like, let's say you're in the middle of the map and you dash, but you don't do anything, and they spot dodge. You wait for it to end, and then you punish, and you get a full combo out of it. They can jump, and there's a few ways you can cover the jump. You can choose to do an option that will cover the ground and the air, which is usually a really good choice because sometimes it'll catch the spot dodge, it'll catch the jump, it'll catch if they do nothing. Or you can hard read it with like dash jump stare on hammer, or depending on your weapon, whatever you would do there. If they are attacking you, like a lot of people when they get pushed to the edge, they'll just throw out a random attack. You have all this space to run back. I don't suggest running all the way back, obviously, but just enough to where they whiff and you can punish. Whereas they can't do that because they'll fall off stage and then they risk getting edge guarded, which is really scary once you learn how to edge guard correctly because you almost never lose that. So tip 4 is going to be work on catching landings. When you fight a player that floats a lot, they jump and it's really hard to catch them and they're being extremely passive. Let them fall, don't chase them into the air, and right as they're landing on the ground, that's when you would catch them. Some players won't use all their jumps, but a lot of the time, most of the players I fight at least, they use all their jumps and then they sometimes come down with a dodge. And at that point, they don't have any options to escape, and you catch them right as they're about to fall into the ground, and it's free damage. Okay, so what it would look like to catch a landing is you wait until they use all their options, like this, and then you catch it, and he has no dodge right there, you know? So you don't want to chase them up and go with them. When they're on the way down, they have nowhere to go, and then it's a free, like you get it for free. It's just free damage. Okay, so tip 5 is really important because so many people do this, and it's a really bad habit. So don't just throw out random attacks you have no chance of hitting. Slow it down a little bit and focus on making them whiff with your movement. I'll show you an example of someone who just throws out attacks and how I just punish it with my movement, letting them whiff their attack over and over. So as you can see in this clip, I'm just going to bait out his attacks with my movement and punish the whole time. He's going to be attacking first most of the time. I just run around him and make him miss the whole time. And as you can see, he just whiffs over and over, and I just build damage on really quick. It's a really bad habit to just keep throwing stuff out that's not going to hit. Slow down your gameplay a little bit and focus on making sure your attacks are going to hit, and if they aren't going to hit, make sure you're not going to be punished for it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want a part 2 to this video, let me know in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.